Hello friends, this is Dr. Nathaniel Carter. If you're over 60 and you've noticed that your arms feel thinner or your legs feel weaker than they used to, you're not alone. There's a silent enemy that creeps in as we age, robbing us of our strength, our energy, and even our independence. It's called muscle loss, or sarcopenia. And it starts much earlier than most people think. By the time we reach 60, many of us have already lost up to 15% of our muscle mass, and if we don't do something about it, that number can double by the time we hit 75. Now I want to be clear. Muscle loss isn't just about looking frail or feeling tired. It's one of the biggest predictors of falls, hospital visits, and even early death in seniors. But here's the good news. Nature has given us powerful tools to fight back, and some of the most effective tools are sitting quietly in your fruit basket. In today's video, I'm going to show you the 3 best fruits that don't just taste delicious. They actively help stop muscle loss and restore strength. After 60, these fruits work on your inflammation levels, your hormones, your mitochondria, and even your digestion. To make sure your muscles stay healthy and strong, I'll also explain the science behind each one and how to eat them properly to get the full benefit. And at the end, I'll share a simple challenge you can start today to feel stronger within 7 days. Before we get into the first fruit, let me explain something important about why muscle loss happens in the first place. Asterisk, if you're just joining us, we've already talked about the powerful benefits of tart cherries in protecting muscle, improving sleep, and lowering inflammation after 60. But we're just getting started. Let's move on to fruit number 2. This one is a golden yellow tropical gem that not only tastes amazing, but also contains one of the most potent enzymes for muscle recovery and repair. It's the pineapple. Now you might be thinking of pineapple as a sweet treat for summer days or something. You throw in a fruit salad, but what most people don't know is that pineapple contains a powerful enzyme called bromelain, and bromelain does something very special for seniors. Breaks down protein into amino acids so your muscles can absorb them more efficiently. As I mentioned earlier, one of the biggest challenges after 60 is that your body becomes less efficient at using protein to build muscle. You could be eating all the right foods, egg, chicken, beans, but if your body doesn't absorb and process the amino acids properly, your muscles won't benefit. That's where pineapple shines when you eat pineapple with your meals, especially meals that include protein. You boost your digestion and allow more of those amino acids to actually reach your muscles. But bromelain doesn't stop there. It also reduces inflammation in the body, especially in the joints, and it helps decrease pain and swelling after physical activity, which means you can stay more active without feeling sore or worn out. Afterwards, several studies have shown that bromelain works similarly to anti-inflammatory medications, without the side effects. In fact, in a study involving older adults with osteoarthritis, bromelain supplementation significantly reduced pain and stiffness within just 4 to 6 weeks. But here's the twist: fresh pineapple contains much more bromelain than canned or cooked pineapple, so if you want the full benefit, always go for fresh, ripe pineapple. And if your teeth are sensitive or you can't chew much, you can blend it into a smoothie with a bit of Greek yogurt for an added protein boost. Here's a simple tip I give to many of my senior patients. Try eating a few slices of fresh pineapple about 20 minutes before your main meal. This primes your digestive system and activates the enzymes so they're ready to break down your meal. Many seniors tell me they feel less bloated and more energized after doing this for just a week now. Let's go a little deeper into how this fruit helps with strength, because it's not just about digestion. Pineapple is also rich in vitamin C and manganese. Vitamin C helps form collagen, which is the connective tissue that supports your muscles, and manganese is involved in the production of enzymes that your body uses to build bones and soft tissue. That means pineapple doesn't just help your muscles, it supports your joints and bones too, something every senior should care about. And there's one more benefit I don't want you to miss. Pineapple also improves circulation by preventing blood platelets from sticking together. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your muscle tissue during the day. More oxygen equals better endurance, better strength, and faster recovery. So the next time you're reaching for a snack, skip the cookies or crackers instead. Go for a few pieces of fresh pineapple. You'll be giving your body an enzyme that boosts digestion, lowers inflammation, and supports your strength from the inside out. If You want to take it a step further? Try combining pineapple with a handful of walnuts or a slice of turkey for a powerful muscle-building snack. The pineapple helps break down the protein, and the protein provides the building blocks your muscles need. And once again, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried eating fresh pineapple before your meals? Have you noticed any changes in digestion or energy? Let me know in the comments. It really helps others in our community feel encouraged to take that first step now. In the next part, we're going to talk about fruit number 3, and this one is a true underdog. It's not fancy, not expensive, and many people walk past it in the grocery store without a second thought. But this fruit contains a secret compound that activates the same biological pathway triggered by resistance training. Yes, you heard that right. There's a natural compound in this fruit that signals your body to start building muscle, just like lifting weights. I'll tell you what that fruit is, how much you need to eat, and a simple way to add it to your breakfast. That takes less than 1 minute. You do not want to miss this. It's not just about not using your muscles. That's only part of the story. As we age, 3 things happen. First, our body becomes less efficient at building new muscle from protein. This means even if you eat the right food, your muscles don't absorb the amino acids the way they used to. Second, your inflammation levels rise. This chronic low-grade inflammation interferes with the signals your brain sends to your muscles. And third, your hormones, especially growth hormone and testosterone, start to decline, which are both critical for maintaining muscle strength. This means that your body is fighting an uphill battle. But when you eat the right foods, especially the right fruits, you can reverse a lot of these changes naturally. And the best part is, you don't need protein powders or expensive supplements to see results. Just a few powerful fruits that target the exact pathways involved in muscle strength and repair. All right. Let's talk about the first fruit. It's one that many people overlook, and yet it might be one of the most important for seniors trying to rebuild strength. Fruit number 1 is the humble tart cherry. Now I know what you're thinking. How can something so small help my muscles? Well, the secret is in its deep red color. That pigment comes from a group of antioxidants called anthocyanins. These compounds do 3 amazing things for older adults. First, they reduce inflammation in the joints and muscles, which is critical for staying active. Second, they improve sleep quality by increasing natural melatonin production. And third, they help reduce muscle soreness and improve recovery after physical activity. In fact, studies have shown that people who consumed tart cherry juice had significantly less muscle damage and better strength recovery than those who didn't. And here's the exciting part. Even if you're not lifting weights, tart cherries still help protect existing muscle by reducing oxidative stress. That means every time you go for a walk or even do light housework, your muscles are recovering faster and staying stronger. Now you might be wondering, should I eat the whole cherry, drink the juice, or take it in supplement form? The answer is, all 3 can work, but the juice is often the easiest and most effective for seniors. Look for unsweetened tart cherry juice and aim for about 8 ounces a day if you're watching your sugar intake. You can also take tart cherry extract capsules, which deliver the same benefit without the sugar. Another tip, try drinking the juice about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Not only will it improve your sleep, which is when most muscle recovery happens, it also helps lower nighttime inflammation. Better sleep and reduced inflammation is a powerful one-two punch against muscle loss. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried tart cherries or tart cherry juice? If so, let me know in the comments how it made you feel, and if you haven't yet, try it this week and share your experience. This community loves to learn from each other. Coming up next, we're going to talk about fruit number 2. It's a tropical powerhouse that not only helps your digestion, but also activates a muscle-building enzyme you've probably never heard of. I'll tell you the name, the science behind it, and exactly how to eat it to see results within days. Stay with me. This next one surprises a lot of people. Asterisk. We've already explored 2 powerful fruits that help you fight muscle loss after 60. Tart cherries for recovery and sleep pineapple for digestion and inflammation. Now it's time for fruit number 3, and I promise you, this one will surprise you. This fruit doesn't come from an exotic island. It's not rare or expensive. In fact, you've probably walked past it dozens of times in the grocery store. But inside this ordinary-looking fruit is a compound so powerful, researchers have compared it to exercise itself. That fruit is the humble appleese. Apples, the same fruit you've probably had since childhood, holds a surprising key to maintaining muscle mass after 60. And it all comes down to one powerful compound hidden in the skin of the apple. It's called ursolic acid now. Let me tell you why this matters. Ursolic acid has been shown in multiple studies to stimulate something called IGF-1, that stands for insulin-like growth factor 1. IGF-1 is a hormone that plays a central role in muscle growth, repair, and maintenance as we age. Our levels of IGF-1 tend to drop, and when that happens, our ability to build and maintain muscle declines right along with it. But here's the amazing part. When scientists gave older mice a diet enriched with ursolic acid, those mice showed increased muscle mass, reduced fat, and improved strength. And in human studies, people who consumed more apples showed better grip strength, walking speed, and physical performance compared to those who didn't. All of this from something as simple as an apple, but not just any apple. The majority of ursolic acid is found in the peel. That means you want to eat your apples with the skin unwashed, and preferably organic. If possibly you've had trouble with digestion or chewing the skin, try slicing the apple thinly and combining it with a tablespoon of almond butter. That pairing gives you healthy fat, fiber, and natural muscle support in one delicious snack. But apples do more than just support muscle growth through ursolic acid. They're also rich in quercetin, another compound that lowers inflammation and supports immune health. And remember, chronic inflammation is one of the silent destroyers of muscle strength after 60. By keeping inflammation down, apples help your muscles stay responsive and energized. There's also the matter of blood sugar. A lot of seniors are worried about fruit raising their glucose levels, and rightly so. But apples have a unique kind of fiber called pectin. Pectin slows down the release of sugar into the bloodstream. That means when you eat an apple, especially with the skin on, your blood sugar stays stable, and stable blood sugar is essential for avoiding fatigue, weakness, and muscle breakdown throughout the day. Now here's a simple routine you can try this week. Each morning, slice up half a fresh apple and add it to your breakfast. It can go on top of oatmeal, yogurt, or even just be eaten on its own with a few walnuts. Then later in the afternoon, eat the second half as a pick-me-up snack. Doing this every day gives your body a consistent supply of ursolic acid and fiber without any supplements. And if you're someone who struggles to eat enough protein, pairing apples with protein-rich snacks like cottage cheese or hard-boiled eggs makes it even more effective. You'll be getting the amino acids your muscles need, plus the compounds that help your body actually use them. Let me share a quick story from one of my patients. Her name is Mary. She's 72, has mild arthritis, and had been feeling weaker every month. We made one small change. We added half an apple to her morning and afternoon meals. Within 3 weeks, she reported less soreness, better energy, and even noticed it was easier to carry groceries from the car. She didn't change anything else, just a simple apple twice a day. Sometimes it really is that simple. So, if you're watching this right now and thinking, I don't have time to go to the gym or cook special meals, remember this: your kitchen already holds some of the best medicine nature has ever created. And apples, especially with the skin, should be on your daily list. Before we wrap this part up, I want to make something very clear. Muscle loss is not just a part of aging. You have to accept, yes, it's common, but it is not inevitable. With the right knowledge and the right food choices, you can rebuild strength, protect your independence, and feel better than you have in years. So let's recap. Fruit number 1 was tart cherry for recovery and inflammation. Fruit number 2 was pineapple for digestion and joint health. Fruit number 3 is apple for hormonal muscle support and blood sugar balance. But we're not done. In the next part, I'm going to show you how to combine these 3 fruits into one simple weekly routine that can be done by anyone, no matter your age, income, or health level. This plan works because it aligns with your body's natural recovery rhythm, and is something I personally use with patients in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s with powerful results. Also cover a few surprising mistakes that seniors make when eating fruit that can actually backfire and weaken muscles instead of helping them. You'll want to avoid those at all costs. So stay with me. Now that we've covered the 3 powerhouse fruits, tart cherries, pineapple, and apples, it's time to show you how to bring them together into a weekly rhythm that fits naturally into your life. Because knowing what to eat is just the first step. The real transformation happens when you turn that knowledge into a habit, and today I want to help you build a habit that protects your muscles and gives you back your strength. Without extra stress or complicated routines, let's begin with what I call the 3-2-2 method. This is something I developed for my senior patients who wanted a simple, no-fuss way to get the most out of these fruits every single week. Here's how it works: 3 days a week. You focus on tart cherries 2 days a week. You make pineapple the star, and the final 2 days, you give your attention to apples. That's it. No meal plans to track, no confusing schedules. Just a simple rhythm your body can follow. Easily. Let me walk you through an example week. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you'll start your day or end your evening with tart cherry juice or a tart cherry smoothie if you're drinking juice. 8 ounces in the evening is perfect if you're eating whole cherries. A small bowl with breakfast or as a snack works well. This supports overnight recovery and reduces inflammation before it builds upon Tuesday and Thursday. Switch to fresh pineapple, add a few slices before lunch, or blend them into your smoothie. Some of my patients like combining pineapple with spinach and a little ginger for an anti-inflammatory boost. Remember, fresh pineapple has the most active enzymes, so try to avoid canned if you can. Then, on Saturday and Sunday, shift to apples, slice one up in the morning, and another half later in the day. Leave the skin on. Pair it with a protein if you can, and let the uracilic acid work in your favor. That's the full 3-2-6 kilo. Now rotating all 3 fruits in a way that gives your muscles support, repair, and activation across the full week. This rotation not only gives your body what it needs, but also keeps your taste buds from getting bored, and when your meals are enjoyable, you're more likely to stick with them. Now let's talk about a few common mistakes I want you to avoid, because even the healthiest fruits can become less helpful if you use the wrong way. Mistake number 1 is eating fruit with too much added sugar. Many seniors reach for dried versions or packaged fruit cups thinking they're healthy, but those are often loaded with syrups or processed sugars that spike insulin and promote fat gain instead of muscle gain. Stick with fresh or frozen whole fruits whenever possible. Mistake number 2 is ignoring timing. Your muscles absorb nutrients differently throughout the day. One of the best times to eat fruit for muscle support is within 1 hour after light activity, like a walk, gardening, or even gentle stretching. This is called the anabolic window. During that time, your muscles are more receptive to nutrients. Pairing fruit with a little protein during that window can make a noticeable difference in strength over time. Mistake number 3 is avoiding fruit altogether because of fear around sugar. I can't tell you how many seniors have told me they stopped eating fruit because they heard it's bad for blood sugar. And while it's true that too much sugar is harmful, the sugar in whole fruits behaves very differently thanks to fiber and antioxidants. Fruits like apples and tart cherries actually help balance blood sugar, not spike it. The key is eating them whole, not juiced with added sugar, and balancing them with protein or healthy fat when you can. Here is a helpful rule: if the fruit has its skin, keep it. That's where most of the fiber and muscle supporting compounds live. So wash your apples, rinse your cherries, and enjoy every part nature gave you. Another important tip: if you ever experience bloating or gas when adding more fruit to your diet, go slow. Start with smaller portions and drink more water throughout the day. Sometimes your digestive system needs a bit of time to adjust to increased fiber, but once it does, you'll notice better digestion, more energy, and less inflammation across the board. Now I want to share something powerful with you. A lot of seniors believe they're too far gone to make a change. They think muscle loss is permanent, that if they've already lost strength, it's just the way aging works. But let me tell you something: your body is listening every single day. Your body is trying to rebuild, trying to protect you, trying to adapt. All it needs is the right materials, and food is one of the most powerful materials we have. These 3 fruits may seem simple, but they carry decades of research and thousands of years of wisdom inside them. They are nature's medicine, and when used correctly, they can change your energy, your strength, and your confidence in a matter of weeks. In the next part, we're going even deeper, because while these fruits are a powerful foundation, there are a few surprising lifestyle Tweaks that can multiply their effect. I'll show you how posture, hydration, and even simple breathing techniques can increase your body's ability to absorb nutrients and build muscle. You don't want to miss this, especially if you've been feeling tired or slow to recover lately. Stay with me. Part 5 is where you start to feel the shift. Asterisk. We've already gone deep into the 3 best fruits for muscle strength. After 60, you now know what to eat and when to eat it. But I want to show you something even more powerful, because the truth is, food is only half the battle if your body can't absorb the nutrients properly, or if you're stuck in daily habits that weaken your muscles without realizing it. You're leaving strength on the table in this part. We're going to look at 3 simple lifestyle tweaks that multiply the power of everything you're eating. These are small shifts, but they open up your body to recover faster, absorb better, and feel stronger often. In just a few days, the first is hydration, and I know it sounds basic, but listen closely. If you're over 60, your natural thirst signals begin to fade. This means by the time you feel thirsty, your body is already dehydrated, and dehydration affects your muscles more than you think. Without enough water, your cells can't transport nutrients, your joints become stiff, your digestion slows down, and your muscles can actually shrink from lack of fluid. Now, here's what I recommend every morning before coffee or breakfast. Drink 1 full glass of room temperature water with a small pinch of sea salt or a few drops of lemon juice. This helps rehydrate your body after sleep and kickstarts the absorption of vitamins and minerals. It also prepares your muscles for movement. Many seniors feel less stiff in the morning just from this one change than throughout the day. Aim for small sips of water every 30 to 45 minutes. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Keep a water bottle with you on your desk, by your chair, next to your remote. Hydration is one of the cheapest, most powerful muscle protectors you have. Lifestyle tweak number 2 is posture. Now, I'm not talking about standing like a soldier, but posture plays a direct role in your muscle tone and strength. When you sit for long periods hunched forward, your spine compresses, your core muscles switch off, and your circulation slows. This creates a kind of muscle laziness that spreads to your arms and legs without you even realizing it. Here, that's what you can do right now. Take a deep breath in and gently roll your shoulders back. Let your hands rest on your thighs with your palms open. Then take another breath and imagine a string pulling the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. This lengthens your spine and activates the deep muscles around your core. Holding this gentle posture for just 2 minutes, you might feel a little heat in your back or belly. That's your muscles waking up. If you do this once in the morning and once in the afternoon, your posture muscles begin to rebuild. You'll also notice you breathe better, move easier, and even feel more alert. Now for the 3rd lifestyle tweak. It's something most people never associate with muscle health: breathing, but not just any breathing. I'm talking about intentional diaphragmatic breathing. When you breathe deeply from the diaphragm, you oxygenate your blood. This oxygen is what your muscles use for energy and recovery. Most people take shallow chest breaths all day, and shallow breathing leads to lower oxygen, higher stress, and slower recovery. Here's a simple breathing exercise I teach my senior patients. Sit comfortably and place 1 hand on your chest and 1 on your belly. Now take a slow breath in through your nose. For a count of 4, feel your belly rise. Not your chest, then exhale gently through your mouth for a count of 6. Do this for 3 to 5 breaths whenever you're feeling tired, anxious, or tight. This type of breathing increases circulation to your muscles, lowers stress hormones, and supports faster repair after movement or stretching. Many seniors feel more calm and clear-headed within minutes of doing this. So let's put it all together. You're now eating tart cherries, pineapple, and apples throughout the week using the 3-2-2 method. You're hydrating in the morning and throughout the day. You're resetting your posture twice a day for 2 minutes. And you're practicing deep breathing to send oxygen straight to your muscles. These 4 areas, hydration, posture, and breath, are the pillars of muscle strength after 60, and when they work together, you start to notice something beautiful. You get up from a chair more easily. You carry groceries with less effort. You sleep deeper and wake up less stiff. That's not magic, that's biology. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. This sounds simple, but will it really work for me? And my answer is this: try it. Give it 1 week. Pick just 1 fruit. Start your day with a glass of water. Sit up tall during your favorite TV show. Take 5 deep breaths when you feel tense. Then see how your body responds. may be surprised your body is always waiting for a chance to heal and grow even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s. Your body still has the blueprint for strength. You just have to give it the right materials and the right signals. Now, in the final part of this video, I'm going to share a powerful story. It's about a 68-year-old man who followed these exact steps. After a fall in his driveway, doctors told him it would take 6 months to regain strength. He was back on his feet in 6 weeks. He did it with food, breath, posture, and belief. And I'll walk you through his journey so you can see what's possible for you. This last part might be the most important of all, because it's not just about the fruits or the muscles. It's about getting your life back. Now, I want to leave you with something that speaks to the heart. A real story about a man named Samuel. He's 68 years old, retired electrician. Lived most of his life working with his hands. Never been one for fancy diets or gym memberships. Just a simple man who liked to fix things and take long walks with his dog. On cold morning last winter, Samuel slipped on a patch of ice in his driveway, fell hard on his side, fractured a small bone near his hip. Doctors told him he'd need months to recover. They warned him that at his age, muscle loss would come quickly and that he'd likely need a walker for a while. But Samuel wasn't ready to slow down. He said to me, "Doc, I've worked my whole life. I'm not about to sit still and let my legs disappear. What can I do?" So I shared with him the same things I've shared with you today. The tart cherries, the pineapple, the apples, the hydration, the breathing, the posture. Reset. Samuel listened carefully, wrote it all down, and he started the very next day. He drank tart cherry juice before bed, added pineapple slices before his meals, ate an apple with almond butter every afternoon. He sat tall when watching TV, breathed deep before standing up, and drank water with lemon every morning before his coffee. In just 2 weeks, he noticed less swelling in his leg. By week 4, he was walking with a cane, and by week 6, he was walking without assistance, slow but steady. Not only that, his energy returned. He started going out to the shed again, fixing things, tinkering, moving. Guy asked him how he felt, and he said something I'll never forget. "Doc, I feel like myself again, not just in my body, but in my spirit." That's the part we don't talk about enough. The emotional weight of losing strength. It's not just muscle we lose, it's confidence, it's independence, it's the quiet pride of being able to take care of yourself. But when you start to build it back, even one step at a time, something in your spirit lifts. You stand taller, you breathe deeper, you feel hope again. That's what I want for you. So here's my invitation to you. Start today, not with everything, just one thing. Maybe tonight you drink a glass of tart cherry juice before bed. Maybe tomorrow you eat half an apple with the skin. Maybe this afternoon you take 5 deep breaths and sit up a little straighter. Each of these is a message to your body, a signal that says we are still building. We are not done yet. If you've been discouraged, if you've been told that muscle loss is just a normal part of aging, I want you to hear me now. It does not have to be that way. Your body wants to be strong. It's waiting for your yes now. Before I go, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 3 fruits are you going to try first? Type it below in the comments, or if you've already started one, share how it made you feel. Your story might be the one that inspires someone else to take that first step. And if you found this helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. We've got more coming every week. Simple, powerful steps to help you stay strong and independent no matter your age. This is Dr. Nathaniel Carter. Thank you for trusting me with your time and health. Keep going. You are stronger than you think. You'll see you in the next video.